Alright, and good evening, folks. This is the first game of the Black Rock Invitational. I'm your host tonight. I'm Tempest. I am the coach of the team for us, the Rock Monsters, and I'm joined tonight by my color commentator. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hello, my friend. Coming to you from beautiful Kislev, I can attest that tonight there will be far too little ice and far too much blood. You're supposed to have both in equal measure. However, we can survive with what limited resources we have.
Of course.
I am Dmitry Dmitrievich, and happy to join.
It is always pleasant to have you, Dmitrievich. Unfortunately, we were going to watch the team, the Aspoles versus the Acrid Flesh, but because we booted the Acrid Flesh for being a filthy normal team, which will be furthermore banned from AI teams going forward into the competition, just because Blood Bowl AI. We can't actually watch that game, which I did not know that was a thing, so I guess we're just going to have to deal without that one. Oops. First season
He's alright. He's only medical. No big loss. I can find
the...
plus on elbow, that will suffice.
Exactly. First season of the year, we're already off to a fantastic start. So in that case, we'll be going to the second game of the week's competition. That'll be the Lucky Hoppers versus the Rock Monsters 2. And over here... Yes, we can watch the replay. Unfortunately, Leo is not with us tonight. Leo is the coach for Lucky Hoppers. Fantastic guy. Excellent coach. Loved playing against him. Thought I was going to lose the entire time, so just go into that thinking that R.I.P. Morton.
You know, it's very interesting. When we talk about Blood Bowl, we can continually think about the fact that there isn't very many bowls on the board. There is plenty of blood, but the bowls are actually just the helmets until they are flipped upside down.
But see, you could also
and then, that's when they are the full of blood.
You could also say that the bowl is on the Chaos team when they put their Minotaurs out.
It is true, but that is a bull, not a bull.
Yeah, accent game.
Could be decided.
Lucky Hopper is here in front
Someone
of us.
has to be able to translate your silly accent.
I'm gonna choose not to comment on that, Mr. Pitchliff. Listen, down here in the underground, it's a little bit different. Like a stinky snow place.
And here's the coin flip.
And if I remember right, coin flip went to the Lucky Hoppers. It doesn't, unfortunately, tell you who won the coin flip, so I just kind of have to remember off the top of my head. And then when we get to the Magnificent 1-6 versus the New York Gardens, I just will not know. In case I took a minute to fiddle with the setup, I tend to go for a line setup on defense. There are times I don't use a full line, but when I'm playing against Orks, and I know that they're just going to beat the living stuffing out of me, I'm going to go for a full line setup.
This is one of your problems. You fill yourself with living stuffing. It's kind of like the Nurgle thing. Don't want to be full of worms, you want to be full of muscle.
Oh, and I got a free blitz. So the way free blitz works, as you can see, give you a free bonus turn, but if they're in the tackle zone, so if they're on the line of scrimmage, if they're next to another player and they're marked, then they cannot do anything. So I had a few people. And my blitzer, the news, goes for a bolt down, and first turn of the game, we get an injury. And it might have been a groin strain. Something rodents, something inopportunistic places.
I was just going to say it's the only thing they can read.
Let me get the ball there. One of these days I'm going to have to color commentate for one of the mini tournaments that led up to the preseason for the Black Rock Invitational. because there's a skink team in that preseason where I did some very stinky things, like kicking my own ball and receiving it.
Those are called skinky things, I think.
You know, I think the Saurus is my issue with that. In any case, the Orks punch back, and they stun Elvis Presley. And also Jimi Hendrix takes an injury. I'm sure it's fine.
This is why you were always supposed to play balalaika instead of guitar.
In any case, for those of you who might not have seen that, because I'm very quick, pause it real quick. Morgny here, or no, not Morgny, Grambor here, attempted to go for a block, rolled an attacker down, and unfortunately, Leocyte had already used his reroll. You only get one reroll per turn. You get as many rerolls as you have per half, and then they reset at the end of the half. Something I found out playing elimination tournaments is that rerolls do not reset in the 17 to 24 overtime. So, in case you're ever playing not round robin, today you learned. In any case, big guy does what big guy does. He's gonna push. Warpstone Troll is a fun big guy. He is kind of stupid. So if you don't have a friendly unit near him, then he's kind of useless. If you have a friendly unit near him, he's just like any other big guy. Get the line.
Fairness, I don't know how many people are going to be that smart working through their veins.
You know, you've got Warpstone Trolls, you've got Rat Ogres, you've got the occasional actual ogre. Oh yes, the risky double red block. Just to explain a little bit, when playing Blood Bowl, strength is the important part for blocking. So you might see these blitzers here have 3 strength, noted by the ST on the left here. Let's see, my Skaven blitzer has 3 strength. My goblins have somewhere around here. They have 2 strength, and then of course the ogre has the troll has 5 strength. Lineman, I think that's also 3. Essentially, strength is how many die you throw when you're blocking. To make a long story short, because my goblin had less strength than the enemy blocker, which was, I believe, this Black Orc here, he throws red die. Red dice mean that I'm throwing at disadvantage. I throw the dice, and then my opponent chooses what he's going to block with. So I might throw an attacker down and a defender down. On a red die, that means that attacker is going down. In short, red die are very risky. Don't do them unless you know what you're doing. Or just feel like playing them, which is half the fun of Blood Bowl. And if I am talking too fast, just let me know. I will slow down. Unfortunately, when you hang around Skaven all day.
It's true. This is part of the reason why they always repeat their words. Because people are not able to hear them the first time.
Let's do that while carrier. Sork the Orc. That's very, phonetic. I think would be the right word.
Is probably relevant. Sork is about as much as they can say. Is actually shortened from proper name, which is it's an orc. Just stork.
You know what, Dimitri? That's pretty good. I'll give you that. Ooh, let me see a KO for one. KOs are interesting. They're not injuries, so you don't get any star player points. Star player points are, of course, how players get better in the world of Blood Bowl. Don't get any star player points for KOs. But a KO is taking a player off the field, so it's still preferable to say a stun, which is still preferable to just not knocking them down. That's unfortunate. That's more fortunate. then, of course, right there is a stun. Stun just means that they're not going to do anything next enemy turn. So they will lose a turn. That was a lot of dodge rolls, and of course the attacker down. As expected of me. I sometimes go for plays that I should not go for, but I'm also just playing to have some fun and cause some chaos, so, you know. You have to have fun with it. And Sork is going to keep running, and he's basically to the end zone. I don't think it will be much of a surprise to say that the Orks are going to score next turn. I'm sure they're shocked. Also, a not often seen player on the board for the Orks, Rothar the Throne. Surprise, surprise, Orks can in fact pick up the ball. They just, choose not to most of the time. Rothar gets a KO. And just like that, the thrower was off the field. Unfortunate. Also, what you might have just seen there, the double attacker down, is in fact the bane of the existence. Yeah, that was a bit of a reach, but when the enemy's in your end goal, you just sort of have to go for it. And of course, Leo takes an easy score and just takes a win. I don't blame him. I would have taken the easy score too, because that this early into the game, it's better to just rack up the points. Scoring or not scoring in Blood Bowl, because it is on a 16-turn system, is an interesting decision. There are times you want to score early, such as when you're playing as a team that you think you can score quite a bit, such as, I don't know, an Elf passing game. Or Skaven. Skaven who can 2-round touchdown. Horrifying. There are also teams where you want to score maybe once the entire game, such as a slow team that can't really pick up the ball, like, Chaos? Of course, 90% of a Chaos game, you're just going to be punching yourself in the face. Oh, unfortunately, we've lost Dimitri. This isn't to be exploited. I think the cold got to him. How are you doing with that soccer?
Oh, getting by.
That's good. Just watching some level. And we punch the Orc out of the way. Yeah, it's not often that I play a not bashy team. I tend to like my bashy teams. So this was an exercise in, let's go with ingenuity. Let's also go with probably luck. R.I.P. Johnny Cash. And turn 5. As stated a little bit earlier, there are 8 turns to a half. There are 2 halves in the game. I'm sure you're shocked. And we're just getting good. We'll see the lot. Metallica. One turn Skaven touchdown is horrifying. But yeah, also, somehow this made the ball just, kind of end up in the hands of Black Sabbath. I'm not sure how that happened. I'm just going to choose to praise Nuffle and call it good. And the throwers move up. To do thrower things. I totally didn't forget to put the throwers on my back line. No, sir. he moves up to blitz, and he does nothing useful. Alas. And we throw the block. And that pushes everybody out of the way. Conga line of dudes. Let me see if there's a way to slow this down a little bit. I'll have to do that. Is there a way to slow down the replay? Oh no, you're seeing my settings. Huh. Doesn't look like it. Oh. We'll just blame Blood Bowl for not giving us good replay settings. That's fine. Now see, if I had been a smart coach, I would have just brought an Orc team into this. Unfortunately, I'm not a smart coach, and so I brought Underworld Denizens.
Well, at least your Underworld Denizens are alive. Mine are dead.
To be fair, isn't that your normal state?
I mean, that's fair. Seeing us play, you won't doubt it.
See, playing this back, this one right here, this conga line maneuver was a mistake. I should have tried to have my lineman here in Black Sabbath and Blitz, push this Orc up here, and then push through here for the goal. I don't know if you can see my cursor on the screen.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like, I should have had him push, or I should have had him push instead of Juice. I immediately fumbled I didn't. But yes, this would have been a better line. I did get it to my throw rate though. That's fine. Got myself out of the hole.
Illegal.
Why would you say this? I can't wait to see you real battle.
Oh, I did terribly.
I couldn't have been that bad. You got to touch it.
That was a spoof.
We'll see. Halflings is a very difficult team to play. So the fact that you got a touchdown is very good.
Well, I'll take it.
No, like, unironically, Halflings teams are not played particularly easy because 90% of their roster is explosives that get you touchdowns.
Well, I was going up against the Orks.
Exactly, so it's double oof. Yeah, mad respect to playing Halflings. It's amazing. And I cannot wait for our amazing match this season.
Oh boy.
Noodle team versus Noodle team is always shenanigans.
Those are the most fun. I mean, sure, you can win, but wouldn't you rather have your guys stumble the ball than fall out of the ring?
Exactly. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Alas.
Oh no!
But yes, two types of games that I enjoy watching quite a bit. I enjoy watching two very punchy teams punching each other, and I enjoy watching two very noodly teams. Also, that right there just ruined my chance of getting to his house. Also, Rip by a goblin with the broken robes. Poor Gaunas Bruisefing. You gotta go to test. Quite right. There is no way for me to make it to the end zone unless I do some very tricky maneuvering. Technically, my lineman can make it because he's got 7 movement. Which is why I get blitz here. and then you'll see I have to run around, and then we go for it, and he slips right into it. That could have been a touchdown.
So
but no.
close. So
And he
close.
injured himself. And he injured himself. And the worst part was I had to go into my next game against Bretonia without both of my linemen. But that's spoilers. We'll see that. Anyway, that's... And yes, I do enjoy playing the occasional agility team, but it's definitely not my favorite. I am much more of a bashy player. I can play an agility team. I've gotten myself out of some tricky situations with agility teams. But man, it can be a little rough, especially early game if you don't have a lot of skills. You don't have a lot of skills to make those agility points work for you. It hurts, especially if you try to play Underworld and lose half of your lineup in the first half. That was fun.
Oh, it's hard to get experience when you're all dead.
Yeah, like, it wouldn't have bothered me if it was like 1 or 2 and then I lost, that's fine. But literally every turn somebody was getting an injury was going to be out of the game. Somebody was getting an injury was going to something. Somebody was dying. It just kind of sucks.
We were just fortunate. We were fortunate to have Ra on our side. Otherwise, they would have caused us a death as well.
So I've heard. I'm sad that I cannot watch that replay. Unfortunately, nothing has blocked it from my existence. Oh yes, also, that's just a thing that happens to me every time I play this game. First block of the half. Let's replay that for a second. Let's kick again. Almost went straight to my controller. Yeah, double skulls. That's fine. Every time. I might have to join you in Bastion next tournament, Chison, because I really want to play Lizard again. Get another block. That or I'll make myself suffer and play like an Elf team or an Amazon team and cry. Double down, but it's blitzers, fine. Double down, not a blitzer, not fine. Yeah, those double downs, both downs hurt. I will say, the only redeeming feature the Amazon team has is they start with Blodge.
I mean, that has to be a nice... No!
That was especially for reference. He's been stunned in this game exactly, I think, 3 times.
Impressive.
See, I kind of want to do a long league, but I think that doing the double round robin with intermediary games for top and bottom of the bracket is a better way to go. Maybe we could do longer leagues in like an off season or something. That's something we can discuss as a league board. And we get a bonk right there. It always amuses me watching the Goblins Sonic the Hedgehog spin dash at people. Also, if I can't talk, that's because I'm kind of an idiot. Also, unfortunately, my blitzer cannot catch because he's a blitzer. If I was smart, I'd have thrown it to the lineman. But I'm not smart. Actually, if I was smart enough thrown to a goblin, I'm also not very smart. Yep, and right there, Morgny is just running away with it. Like I was saying,
Oh, Morgny.
Also, RIP Billy Idol. He's fine. You should recall that name. something that Darkwing Plus. something that is very something I will very much compliment Leosite over is Leosite's handling of the ball is excellent, and whoever gets to play him next, Godspeed. Once that man gets a hold of that ball, that man just holds on to that ball as much as you let him. Excellent. Excellent coach. And I love playing this. Also, the man can just play Orks very well, and I appreciate it. Also, unlike regular football, this is Blood Bowl. Don't be afraid to get like your throwers and your catchers in there for the scrum. Sometimes you just need to cause the murder. He's very new and he plays that well. That man plays excellent for me. I very much look forward to seeing him a few seasons later. You got into the game for this league. Thank you, Jackson. Like I said, I love playing against Leo, so I'm really looking forward to some of the stuff he's gonna be doing. Also, yes, I left the warp stone troll without a goblin to sue me. Don't actually sue me, please. Oh no, it's the news, and he's not. Yeah, unfortunate going for it roll. Succeeds the second go for it and gets the block. No, okay, just stuns my other line. And then gets it, which is a move. He's a great guy, he's a scary player. I think give Leo a couple more turns to learn all of the little nuances and ins and outs of the game, and he's horrifying to play against. I look forward to it, because like I said, I love playing against him as is. I can't wait to see it with a couple more seasons of experience under his belt. Oh yeah, I did the funny. I pushed him off the ball there because any player that lands on the ball picks up the ball and tries to catch it. And so by doing that, I got a free catch roll on my throwers there. Because if you fail to pick up the ball, it does lose your over. But if you do it while on the other team's turn, it doesn't really matter. And we're just running for it, and we're failing. Because we're scared. Let's run that back and pretend that didn't happen. Also, that blitz right there, that scared me. That right there screwed me. That was bad news bears right there. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm getting my color commentator back today. Big sad. Also, rip another Black Rock. I'm sure he's fine. He broke an arm. It just might have been his own.
Rip.
There we go. Blitz with the Goblin Blitz. And Morgat gets pushed out of the way. And we get a really stupid roll on the Warpstone Troll because I forgot to give him a friend. So he has a 4-up roll on that. I did not press my luck though. I went for that goal because I knew I was not going to get another chance at that knowing this game. I also have the correct cheerleaders for dwarfs. The only correct option.
No, he's on the Orks.
The victim is inconsequential. Accurate. Pretty close on it, dead and injured. He had a couple more KOs, but that's fine. Orks can deal with that. I need every little guns I can get. And Leo sets up this team. And the kicker. Oh, yeah, and, we just kind of got rocks thrown at us immediately. The news gets stunned. Grimhor gets an injury. Poor Grimhor. So yeah, that was a pinch move. That was 2 Orks out, I think, completely next game, if I remember right. Which is an ouch. And then I kicked it straight to his thrower. Literally straight to his thrower, and then he made the sure hands catch. I was like, oh no. Because I knew if I give him 2 inches on the end zone, he's going to score. I was a little concerned. Block. Jagger gets a KO. Unfortunately, the Stones will not be playing today, and Morgany gets a punch and an injury on Metallica. Which also put Metallica out for a game, so, you know, I went to the next game for the season down both my line, because that's fine. That's always a good option. Goblin does Goblin. And he dodges. Warp Stone Troll does a push. Doesn't do much else useful. And the Goblins are going to go mark some Orks, because I don't trust that at all. And the news is going to go do some blitzing. Push, and we're going to follow. In retrospect, this was a mistake, because this just opens up my line and gives him a good route. I definitely did a couple of dumb mistakes here, but that's fine. I did rectify it by actually covering with some Skaven here. And I went for the the dice block, and it did not work my way. I'm sure you're shocked.
Absolutely.
Like ass. And he goes for the blitz. Gets the blitz. Got those rerolls. Just like in the game, you just gotta use them. I try to time my rerolls if I can to use them on my last couple of turns, so that if I need to do my big going for it rolls, so that I can roll them if I need to. I don't always have that kind of luck in this game. That's just the life of a Blood Bowl coach. So. It's unfortunate, but it's accurate. In any case, we'll go this way. I think by this time I decided we can't really make it to the end. Also, yeah, my troll failed to move again. Get blitz with the blitzer. Blitzer's gonna get a push, which is unfortunate, but I can block it. The more I can keep him away from actually doing things, the better my chances of keeping this attack going. Because in round robin you don't go overtime, and round robin you just hits. And the goblin trips. Unfortunate. And he gets an injury for his shovels. It's okay, the goblins are diamond dust. You lose a goblin and like 3 more just exist. Yeah, it should be a guaranteed tie unless he gets some very much shenanigan rolls. Which, you know, happens. Let's see. That is Short going for the blitz. He's trying to push my guy out. That's okay. The thrower just kind of decides to go just instead. Much preferable. Goes for the throw and the catch. Kind of have to at this point. If he had gotten that throw off, I think he could have made it in 2 turns, which would have been really risky. In any case, we're gonna do on the last turn of the match. Morgany dies. Press F to Morgany.
Rip Morgany.
Rip Morgany. That's why he's on our memorial wall. I was not expecting that. That was literally the last turn of the game, last big major block of the game. And then I just tried to do something funny, throw the ball, and the goblin sucks immensely at throwing the ball. So that's my last turn. I killed a man and then threw a ball at the ground. That's Blood Bowl, everybody. Not seeing game. I'll go ahead and pause the recording there.
Fine game, coach. Fine game.
But yeah, that's how that game went. Morkney, unfortunately, had 9 points on it, would have gotten a good level up. Had majority of the Lucky Poppers points for that game. But died. Which is unfortunate, but that is the risk we take playing Blood Bowl. Having that one star player that you're really invested in just die. Thankfully, this was early into the season, so it's not that big of a loss. But it's still is. Stats-wise, as you can see, Leo is amazing at ball handling. 43% possession of the ball in a Blood Bowl game as a team is fantastic. Having over 10% occupation on opponent's half is pretty good. My occupation is not great, but I made it count. It's fine. Wait. Nice rolls. Just for those who actually care. And I'm going to... That's good. Yes, that'll be game number 1 of the... Well, technically game 2 of the Black Rock Invitational inaugural season. For those of you who are tuning in by YouTube, you are more than welcome to join us. Just send me a message on YouTube or on Discord. And hey, there's always next season. We're always looking for more players, for more friends to hang out with. This is not a super serious season as you might guess, or as super serious league as you might guess. We're not amazing star players here. We're just having fun. Until next time, I have been your host, Tempest. Have a great night.